I believe that you being a teenager or even in your 20s is one of the most important years of your life, and let me explain to you why. I believe that you are going to be having experiences that mold you as far as your character, but also understanding exactly what you want to do in life. Now, I was told, and I also agree when I was about 20 years old, that by the age of 25, I'm going to be exactly where I want to be, and I'm going to just be building on it. But by 25, I need to be exactly where I want to be, surpassing my goal, and that didn't happen. I am 28, about to be 29 on August 3rd, and guess what, guys? I am still every single day shooting towards my goal, making sure that I am continuing to self-improve. Now, understand, I said I'm shooting towards my goal, and you may be like, well, Brandon,
what do you mean by you're shooting towards your goal?
You said that you wanted to be successful, surpassing your goal by 25. Let me tell you something, whether you're a teenager, whether you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your threshold on when you want to be successful is not law. It's not always going to work. That's not how it works. It's all about the choices that we make throughout life. See, here's the funny thing that I've realized about life. Life gives us paths. You choose what decision you want to make throughout a whole bunch of different scenarios throughout your days, right? And the scenarios and the choosings that you do of the paths that you make, you are preventing yourself from being successful, or you're aiding yourself into being successful. It just happened with me. The paths, I may have took a wrong turn on one of my paths and delayed my process. But guess what? It also gave me more information. So here we're going to talk about 10 self-improvement tips that are going to help you on your path to success. So no matter if you're a teenager, in your 20s, or beyond, you can still use these tips, because remember, it's all on your timing, and you just have to make the right choices and go down the right paths so you can reach the success that you want, and you can make sure that you're going far and beyond the goals that you set. But first, we got to drill down to the behaviors, because the behaviors, they're the ones that are the fuel in our journey. And sometimes we think that talking about it, I envision I'm going to be this, I envision I'm going to be this, I'm gonna be a millionaire, I'm gonna write a check or put it on the wall. But you gotta do the work. You won't do the work if you don't have the behaviors, if you don't have the discipline. So you need to start to drill down on these tips and make them happen literally today, right now. You're not watching this video for no reason. This was meant to be, so let's get into the tips right now. So self-improvement is really, really important to me, because I used to be somebody that procrastinated all the time, and I used to have friends that did the same exact thing. And one of the tips I want to tell you, the first tip I want to say, is understand who is around you. For years and years and years, I had people around me that were nothing but yes men. I had the money. I'm talking about making $30,000 a month. I had the money to be able to do whatever I wanted and whatever I deemed. But what happened was, the people around me, they were more inclined to just agreeing with whatever I said, just so they can reap with the benefits. So it's times where my store made about $20,000 in a day, and I took the $20,000 and I said, hey y'all want to go on a trip? Yeah, let's go! Instead of saying, no, bro, save the money, reinvest it in the products. And this is when I was really young. So the first tip I want to say, guys, is making sure that you understand who is around you. Reassess the people you're around. Every single year on New Year's Eve, I assess who is around me, and I decide what type of friendships I really want going into the next year. And the ones that I don't, I fall back. I may not cut them off, but I fall back. I assess who has helped me, who has benefited and brought something to the table, and who have I been able to bring something to the table too as well, so that we can both eat and understand each other and our goals and propel each other to that goal. So make sure that you have people around you that speak your same language. Speaking of same language, we do have our online community, Educated Hustlers community, and that is linked below. Like-minded entrepreneurs right now are talking in Discord, talking about flipping phones, electronics, and more down below, so definitely check out that link. Number 2, guys, this is something I used to do a lot when I was younger, and if I cut it out, I would be so much further right now. That is watching and indulging in distractions. Now, distractions are around us every single day, and I know that our lives are based upon things pulling us this way and that way to distract us from our main goal goals, because guess what? If everybody was laser focused on their goals, we would have a log jam at the top. So they're trying to distract us, but you have to wake up and understand how to cut out certain distractions, and that includes TV. Guys, let me ask you, yes, me and you, we're talking right now. You're watching this video for a reason, so I'm talking to you. What is the purpose and what benefit do you get from watching TV? What benefit do you get? And I never understood it, because one of my friends, and he's a very successful entrepreneur right now, has his own contracting business, multi-million-dollar deals being done, doing work on celebrities' houses, and he never was able to watch TV during the weekdays. And I'm not saying he's successful just because of that, but I'm just saying about the behaviors that were drilled down in his household. They were installed for a reason, and the purpose. And the purpose that I feel it is basically, hey, eliminate the distractions and learn how to deal with yourself. Learn how to love yourself. Learn how to learn who you are as an individual. Draw, journal, write things down, write ideas. What I did during high school is I cut down on TV and I started writing business plans. I learned how to write business plans from Google, watching YouTube videos, and I started writing all of these business plans, electric cars, different things. And guess what? It tuned me into the right direction, and I started doing it so much that I got really, really good at writing proposals, and that is how I got my first partnership with my first store. Number 3 is gonna hurt. Okay, number 3 is gonna hurt because it's something that I do a lot. So I would really say that this is a really hard thing to cut out, but at the same time, I think cutting it out may not be necessary, but also understanding how you can use, and you can use this with the TV aspect as well, how you can use these distractions for good. So the next one that I'm going to say, one of the biggest tips is stop playing games all day. Now, you may be like, well, Brandon, what do you mean? I like 2K, I like Madden, and new Madden's about to come out, I believe, in August, like August 12th. How do I know? Because I play games. But let me tell you something. I used to sit down, be making money in my stores, and playing games in the back. I used to be sitting there having people do work for me while I played games in the back. And you want to know what happened when I played those games? I got distracted. And we would have customer issues in the front of the store, but I wouldn't be fully engaged to be able to give them the best customer service or watch my business. I had a girl steal AirPods. I had somebody actually walk in and give us a fake $100 bill. And it's all because I wasn't inspecting my business. I wasn't inspecting what I expect. And guess what? These games, they put these games in our lives to build up different chemicals in our brains to make us addicted to them. But let me explain to you how you can change this and make this work for you. First, all you have to do is work on a reward system. And you may be like, what do you mean by work on a reward system? It's literally rewarding yourself for doing the work that you knew that you had to do throughout the day. And that brings me to our 4th tip, and our 4th tip is goals. So the gaming aspect and the 4th tip, goals, are going to work hand in hand, because you can really work on a reward system, which means, hey, I know my goal is to push out 3 videos today, so I'm not going to get on the game until I do 3 videos. Once I'm done the 3 videos, I'm going to reward myself with an hour playing a game, or 2 hours of playing a game, or maybe 4. But it's all about giving yourself a structure and sitting down and saying, hey, listen, I know I got this to do, so I'm going to actually drill down and do it, but also give myself some type of cheese at the end to chase, so that I know, okay, I still can do what I want to do, or what I like to do, or what I even enjoy to do, but I also am getting my work done. And it is a really good feeling when you get your work done and then you are able to hop on a game or watch that TV show. It feels really good because you already know you handled your responsibilities. But let me tell you the negative of it. The negative is it feels really bad when you say, oh, you know what, forget the 3 videos, I'm gonna just play the game, or forget the 3 videos, I'm gonna just watch TV. Because then you are watching TV or playing a game, but you're understanding that you didn't hold yourself accountable. And at the end of the day, when you lay your head on the pillow, the only person that knows all the dark, deep secrets is you. So you will always know why you're not in the position you should be in, and it's because you didn't have the discipline to make sure you held yourself accountable when nobody was looking. Okay, so this next tip is going to be eating. It's something that I struggle with when it comes to me on my work days. I do not eat breakfast. I don't always eat lunch on time, and I of course I eat dinner, but not always in a reasonable amount of time. Okay, sometimes it's more so I put my work ahead of me nourishing my body, and that is a big problem, guys. A huge problem. Let me explain to you why. Because you usually get burnt out. But I have an opposite as well, because the tip is to eat, right? But have you ever ate and then got really, really lazy or really, really sleepy, right? That's because you're eating too much. See, we have to find that food that works for us, that keeps us motivated and just fills us up just a bit so that we can continue to do our work. I know when I wake up and I get some eggs and grits and bacon, man, listen, these videos can wait. I'm laying down in the bed and I'm watching YouTube or something, and that is a bad habit, guys. That is not something you need to do. Make sure that you are setting yourself up with goals and holding yourself accountable, but also the goals should include eating in the morning, eating in the afternoon, and eating at dinner. Because when you are nourishing your body, you're putting fuel inside your body. Even though when we do it overly and we sit there and eat a whole 4-course meal, we get tired. Even though we do that, we still need to make sure that we are taking care of our body, because nothing sucks more than an entrepreneur with a successful business but a horrible body, a horrible sense of health, always in the hospital, not able to enjoy your life. So make sure you are eating. That is one of the biggest things, because you're going to get burnt out. You're going to get burnt out easy. So that is the 5th tip. All right, number 6 is something that I do all the time, and that is making sure that at some point throughout the day, you are working out. Now, I wasn't doing this in the wintertime because, if you guys don't know, I love playing basketball and I love enjoying the atmosphere at LA Fitness or out on the courts, because we actually in Philly, we have a court that Kobe Bryant's foundation actually built, and it is a state-of-the-art court outside. And it's so nice, and I'll take you guys there one day, but I love going there. But when you get up in the morning and you go ahead and get dressed, eat, the best thing to do is work out. The reason you want to work out is because, number one, it really starts your brain, starts functioning, blood starts circulating, and you start to understand exactly what you need to do, the tasks you need to do, and how to get it done. It stops you from getting lazy. So it's cool to go ahead and eat, right? Eat, and then go ahead and travel to the gym, let your food digest just a little bit, and then go work out a tad bit. Now, when you're working out, you're shaking off that laziness. Now, working out is also going to make you more confident. You'll walk into the building knowing that you worked on yourself today, and why not work on your business as well? If you're somebody that has a job, somebody has a 9-to-5, that still goes for you too. You want to work and be confident, right? You want to walk into your job and know that you are the you are the sugar honey iced tea. You get what I'm saying? You want to walk in like you know what you're doing. And working out and understanding that you're taking care of your body is one of the essential keys to making sure that you have that confidence to be able to command a room. And we are building great entrepreneurs, and I know you guys can do it because you guys are educated hustlers. So make sure, I don't care how long the workout is, just make sure you're working on yourself and working on your body every single day. Number 7, this is something a lot of people struggle with, okay? I know a lot of friends that are struggling with this, and I won't say I don't struggle with it as well. And it is this: balancing your relationships and keeping your relationships separate from business. Now, as an entrepreneur, I think a lot of people can, or a lot of entrepreneurs can really relate to this, and even people that work a regular job as well, because people that work a regular job, they are superheroes. They sit there, they get up, they deal with other people's problems and other companies' issues, and literally take the fall for it and give great customer service, right? Now, who wants to do that but also have trouble at home? Or who wants to do that and also argue all the time at home, right? You have to make sure that you have some type of balance, somewhere to have peace, because as an entrepreneur, And as somebody that's working in general, it's chaos once you walk out that door all the time. You never know what issue is going to come up, and you want to have somewhere or somebody that you can enjoy peace with, and that is making sure that you're not tripping over the little stuff, not dealing with people that are tripping over the little stuff, not dealing with people that don't want you to have peace, not giving people reasons not to have peace, making sure that peace is somewhere, some way, somehow that you can go back to is very important as somebody that is working and holding down a fort, whether it's with a job or your own company. And this is something that it took a while for me to learn, and I'm still learning it today, because you do get stressed out and frustrated, but you have to keep going. You have to keep persevering and making sure that you are juggling these relationships, but also checking on people, also making sure that you set boundaries, and also making sure you're abiding by boundaries that other people set. Make it fair. Don't be self-centered, but also don't take somebody or some people, because it's a lot of people that are trying to use you, or people that don't care about you in general. Make sure that you are setting those boundaries and protecting yourself so that you can continue to have that peace, because it's already hard having a business. It's already hard. So you have to figure out a way to maintain both, and you can do it by being aware that it could be a problem and making sure that you're making sure the problem is not transpiring. Inspect what you expect, guys. So make sure you are keeping track of your relationships, friendships, relationships with your significant other, parents, anybody in your family, the people that you don't call your friends but they think you're your friends. Make sure you're managing it all, and you're giving the people that deserve access to you, and the people that don't give them access. It's not worth the headache, and it's not worth you wasting your time and also becoming less productive. Okay, number 8, guys, and let's be clear, because I tell my friends this all the time, and we have a whole debate, and I might have some debates with people about this in my DM, I'm sure, but it's understanding not to let any substance control you. Now you may be like, yo, Brandon, you know what I mean, what you talking about? Now I'm talking about any type of substance, okay, that you take and partake daily. Me personally, I don't take any substances. I used to. When I lived in California, I used to take part in substances, and I used to try and be cool, but then I started to realize something. I realized that I was spending my money at dispensaries and it wasn't making sense. Okay, now let me explain to you why it wasn't making sense. Because I was really initially, technically, if you want to really look at it, I was smoking my money away. And I had to think about, yo, what is this doing for me? And whatever it did for me, it didn't outweigh the fact that I was literally taking money and giving it to people and then smoking my money away. And also, I understood that I had to stop working with people that couldn't control how much they consumed on a daily basis. I lie to you or not, I would go to meetings with people and their eyes would be bloodshot red, and they wouldn't even be able to really have an in-depth conversation with me about what we're meeting about. Or I would go in and have a partner that does take part of substances, and they would just never remember what we talked about. And it was really an eye-opener for me, because I don't judge people that take part in, substances that aren't hard, of course. But one thing I do want to say is, don't let it control you. I've heard people say, oh yeah, I can't not take a substance and eat, because I need to take this substance before I eat because that's what makes me hungry. Or they rely on it to make them go to sleep, or they rely on it for their emotions. And that is what I used to do. I used to rely on it to control my emotions, but it's like, no, wait. I gotta control my own emotions. I gotta be able to be fully intact with myself so that I can always be on my P's and Q's. So why do I not take part in any substances? It's because I never know when I'm going to meet somebody that could take my business to the next level, and I want to be on point. I don't want to smell like anything. I don't want to seem like I'm on anything. I want to be on point no matter where I'm at, so I can protect who I'm with, but also so I can make sure that I am really laser focused on whatever I'm talking to somebody about. Number 9 is understanding how to limit your phone time. People that sit on their phones all day, I think it is a distraction, yes, but also think about this. If you're going to sit on your phone all day, to me it's sort of kind of like the people that walk around, and you might be one of them, with vapes, right? And I talk to people that walk around with vapes all the time, and I ask them, hey, why do you continue to pull that thing out and blow it and blow smoke and have to get one? Like, you should see the people I know that use vapes, when they don't have a vape, they're snappity dappity. They're like, oh my God, I don't have a vape. I need to go buy a vape. And I'm like, well, dag, well, like, what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, can you wait a little bit? No, I gotta go. And you wanna know why? It may not be because they love the taste or they love the smoke. You wanna know what it really is? It's the fact that they are so used to the habit. It's that habit. It's like they're so used to pulling it out. They're so used to making sure they have it and putting it in their mouth. And it's the same thing with a phone. If you're so used to taking this thing and literally putting it up to you over and over and over and over again, or staring at it over and over again, it becomes a habit. Now, one thing I will say is, I'm not saying don't look at your phone and do work. I'm not saying if you don't have a laptop, not to be on your phone. What I'm saying is to monitor your phone time. Monitor how long you're staring at a screen. Are you getting out and being active? Are you making sure you're doing activities to make your brain, give your brain a break. Make your brain understand it's not all about a phone, and you have to do this if you want to be successful, because most people that are successful do not stare at screens every day, all day. They do walking meetings, they do exercises, they do competitions, they do something to give some type of edge and some type of obstacle for their brain to have, so that they can continue to challenge themselves daily. And I know you can do it too. Number 10 is the most crucial tip I can ever give you. This tip 10x my business. It helped me make more money. It also helped me be more prepared for curveballs throughout the day. It helped me not forget things. It also helped me become more confident and become more of an entrepreneur and understand my responsibilities. And this right here could literally change your life right now. Okay? And what I'm going to say is, make sure every single week you're making a plan of attack. What is a plan of attack? A plan of attack is going to be a plan that you literally can do on your computer, your tablet, or even a piece of computer paper, printer paper, whatever paper you got. You can make a plan of attack. And a plan of attack is going to be you literally every single day of that week writing down what your goal is for that day. What's your goal for the day? Now, what are the steps you're taking to reach those goals? What are the steps, right? So you write it down. I know you like, Brandon, I do that already. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna show you plan of attack. So that's the plan part. Now we gotta attack. So now you need to go ahead and make sure you're doing that every single day. Everything you schedule, make sure you're doing. Now you might be like, well, I don't know, B. Like I can do it. But like sometimes I might fall off. That's not acceptable. Now what happens when you fall off? You hold yourself accountable. So on your plan of attack, when you're planning, you also plan, hey, if I do finish all of this, I'm going to reward myself with a trip to Cancun, Mexico, or Tulum, Mexico, or maybe I'm going to go ahead, if you want to go on a lower scale, I'm going to go ahead and go to Six Flags, or take myself out on Saturday if I get all my goals completed. But when you don't get them completed, you also have to hold yourself accountable and strike it all down. Like, no, you can't do it. You can't do it. It's a no. It's an icy dunny bun. You cannot do it. You tripping like a transmission if you think that you're just going to write down goals and not make them happen. You have to make these goals happen. You have to make sure you're putting an action plan to making these goals come to fruition. So guys, that is going to be the 10 tips that I'm going to give you so you can be more productive. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.